Hi, I'm Dr. Patty Mahoney, and I'm from Circle Veterinary Care in Johnstown, Colorado, and we're doing a series of videos on things that people ask me about all the time. So it's a bunch of how-to videos, and hopefully you find these helpful. Today we're going to do a video on expressing anal glands, and I have to be honest, this is probably one of the things that people ask about a lot, and then as I show them how to do it, the answer I get many times is, oh, I don't want to do that. So just to let you know, your veterinary team is always here to do this for you if you make the decision that you don't want to do it yourself. But if you do want to do it yourself, this is a fairly easy procedure that anybody can learn to do. But first let me get you a little bit of background. So what this is a picture of where anal glands live. So there's little anal sacs here. They live on either side of the anus, and they are in the rectum probably about a ½ inch. The reason that we worry about these is if they do get plugged, the sac itself can start to expand and enlarge, and what this picture shows is that they can actually rupture to the outside. So when you do this, there are little tiny holes here. And what happens normally is that every time a dog defecates, they express some of the discharge that's in these anal glands, and they put their scent on their defecation. It's part of how dogs mark their scent and mark their territory. So this is important if you're a dog. Like I said, not something as humans that we're usually crazy about. So again, what happens is we want to be able to express through these little tiny holes, and then you can see from this picture here that we're looking at about probably 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock as far as what we're doing there. So that gives you a little bit of background. This is little Miss Lady, and she's going to be our star in our demonstration for expressing anal glands. So this is definitely something that you're going to need to use 2 people for. So Amanda is going to be here and hold for me. So I'm going to have her go ahead and turn Lady around. And then these are some of the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need 2 gloves. You need some type of gauze, and then some type of pet cologne to make this whole process smell better once it's over. Because they're marking their scent on their defecation, the discharge that's in anal glands does not have a very nice odor. And so we hate it as humans. That's why we're going to have some cologne and everything to hopefully make this a little bit better in the end. If you're right-handed, you want to go ahead and you want to glove up, but you're going to put 2 gloves on 1 hand. And you'll get to see why in a minute. That'll become clear in a minute. I'm going to sneak right in front of the camera here. And then what you're going to want to do is I'm going to lift her tail. I'm going to put some of the lube on the end of my finger. You can use your index finger. I'm going to lift the tail, and I'm going to go ahead and insert my finger into the rectum at about up to my first knuckle. Now, this is the best way to do it. You will hear of people expressing anal glands from the outside, but that's not the best and most effective way. Again, if you remember that picture, I'm feeling right about here, and I can feel anal glands should typically be about the size of a raisin. So if they're enlarged, you'll be able to feel that. Remember that hole from that picture is right there, and you just want to go ahead and squeeze that discharge out. Then what I'm going to do, when I get one side done, is I'm going to turn my hand and go backwards. And I'm going to squeeze this way and express all that discharge. Now, I've got my one dirty hand and dirty glove here, and so what I can do, simply cover that up. Now I have a clean glove. Now you understand why we did it that way. And we use just a little bit of cologne and clean the area. Now the one thing I guess we should talk about is what you're going to see. How would you know that you needed to express these anal glands? Walk in front of the camera again. Good job. So what happens is you will see a dog that will lick at their anus. They will scoot, so they'll sit down on their bottom and scoot across the floor. Those are the most common signs that you'll see if a dog is having anal gland issues. You want to make sure also something that'll show the same kind of signs as if they have intestinal parasites. So you do want to make sure that they've had a stool sample checked and that they're negative, they don't have any parasites, they've been dewormed if they need to be. And then once you know that our stool sample is negative and that's not the issue, anal glands are the most common thing that could be causing this. Hope you've enjoyed the next in our series of Healthy Pet videos, and keep watching. We'll have more to come. Thanks so much.